Yo, welcome. Episode 87 of Hip Hop High Society presents the Roundtable Hip Hop discussion. We are back, fresh, consistent. I fucking love it. Where the fuck the Hotep go already? Y'all here, man, in great spirits. I would be amiss if I didn't introduce my esteemed co-host. First and foremost, we have Of the Culture Decides, the one and only Lee. What's going on with you?
What's up, everybody? Happy to tap into what we got today. I'm doing good. Y'all stay tuned, and you know what I'm gonna say. Share this with everybody. All right, repost and share that link.
Yeah, dig. Good to have you here. And secondly, I ain't gonna say it this week. I ain't gonna say he's the hardest working man in independent journalism right now, but you know, you can judge for yourself. But Obi, good to see you, brother.
Oh, thank you. Good to be here. Glad to be here. Love being here. Love to see everybody. Yeah, I'm ready for a good show. It's gonna be like Lee says, it's gonna be a good one. I'm pretty sure.
Like this. And last but definitely not least, the man of mystery, still running from the federales. Hotep, what's good with you, brother?
How y'all doing? I'm good, man. I mean, everything's great. My birthday was Monday. I'm still amazed at that. I'm 30 now.
Hey, happy birthday.
I'm finna go get me some sandals because I'm off now, you know?
Yeah, and buy you a phone charger too, because we need you to stay the whole motherfucking time. But
I'm here.
Happy birthday too, brother. Let me find what should I use?
Absolutely.
What should
Happy
I
birthday
use this week? I don't even know. I'll just give you a yeah. It fucking works for me. Happy birthday, dog.
I appreciate it. I'll take it.
So let's get to the topics at hand. Unless you've been on the motherfucking rock, the one and only LaRussell is back in the spotlight, and it's not for nothing too great, right? He released a new track called Heaven Sent. Hallelujah. Argues that both saints and villains are equal. According to God, sent to fulfill a prophecy, as he puts it, everything is of the Lord. While some fans appreciate the high level of spiritual philosophy, critics argue that grouping figures like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X with Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein is a dangerous, I don't even sound right reading that fucking sentence, is a dangerous, toxic positivity that erases accountability and human suffering. Is this a brilliant take on divine sovereignty, or is this a case of a rapper being too deep for his own good? A head-ass moment, as some people would call it. But let's pull up Mr. LaRussell's. If you haven't heard it already, he actually released a snippet, and I actually heard the full project. I think a lot of us heard the full project, and it was kind of like, that was interesting. But then he went and posted it for some fucking reason. All right, here we go. All right, get the sound.
And he calls me. He said, "Man, you probably shouldn't put this out." I said, "Why? What the hell happened?" He said, "You talking about Epstein, there's a lot of shit going on."
Like watching car.
And I said,
Rick,
"Thank you for calling me. I'm finna drop this." That's exactly why we need it. Because everybody sit and be silent. And the goal of an artist is to express the times and say all the things that nobody else want to say or know how to say. I'm not perfect. And neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent.
Yo, dude, how could you be like in the background? Not.
That's what I'm thinking, dog. Yeah.
I'm like, nobody in the background wanted to be like, wait, hold on. Like, I ain't see nobody look at each other like, what the fuck this nigga say? And they
yeah, so there we have it, Exhibit A. This is what set off the controversy. So if any of you have heard this song or even the entire project, what did y'all think?
This gotta be what Kanye sounded like to niggas, because this don't make no sense. Like, he had a good brand at one point. I've never seen nobody run their brand into the ground on purpose. like LaRussell. Because none of that even went together.
Yeah.
So
devil.
forced. Like what the fuck took over his mind when he decided to record this shit?
Yeah, some spoken word Epstein heaven sent. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are you doing?
That shit was hard in his head though. Like,
Yeah, and the way he teed it up, like, yeah, we gotta speak on what's going on. You thinking, oh yeah, you got me going right now.
Let's talk on that shit. Yeah.
Speak on it. No, actually, somebody should have snatched the fucking mic and say, "What the? You said Epstein?"
Yeah, that was
Epstein was heaven sent? Because you gotta explain that now. Now you gotta explain.
So let me tee this up real quick too. So just like we talked about the reaction that we probably would have had if you were there, like Shaggy, Scooby-Doo type of shit. Van Lathan, let's pay this real quick.
I'd have thought he was joking.
Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too.
Ooh.
We all heaven sent.
Yeah.
Even you. We all heaven sent.
Don't put me with those guys. The fuck?
Right? Could you imagine hearing your name in a sentence with like?
He does not know the definition of heaven sent.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Oh man. Yeah, that's kind of would have been my reaction, right? Ooh. That was my reaction to the album itself. It's a very, I guess it's supposed to be like a spiritual, very Abrahamic type of album, and some of the shit is cool. I was listening to him, okay. Then I got to that, I was like, did he really want to say it that way? And I think part of the backlash, like she said, he doesn't know the meaning of heaven sent. I think that if he used a slightly different way of saying it, it may not even be that controversial. We get what he was trying to say. I don't think nobody is, slow, like he's almost insinuating double down and making it worse, right? But we know what you were trying to say. You just said it badly. Your engineer told you, the internet is telling you, a lot of your peers are telling you, right? Just change the way you said it. And instead of just kind of like taking the L, it's like he's dumb. And we'll play his response we had on here too. But I just think of Van Lathan number is that similar to your reaction to hearing it.
Yeah.
Like when he said the Adolf, I'm like, nah.
So he wrote that?
Like
that
he
wasn't
know
just
who. Right.
He wasn't just on stage rifling off names. Like he wrote that?
No, like it's in the project. Like,
oh.
In the world turns.
That's on wax.
it's on wax.
That's all.
It's forever. It's on the internet and it's on wax.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
We don't need spirituality from everybody.
Yeah,
like everybody's entitled to their relationship with God, but we don't have to hear about it from everybody.
Yeah, like maybe that's what his God be telling him. Because what is you talking about? Heaven sent is supposed to have a positive connotation to it. It's not supposed to be used in this context. Now, if he would have said God created us all, that would be a different story. But you said heaven sent. That's like you're an angel, and not like, oh well, technically the devil's an angel. No, not in that sense. Like he's doing too much.
Was guilty.
Yeah, I agree.
Why are we having to explain to like a poet how to convey a message? Like that's a problem for me because this is your job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is your job.
This is what happens when you call out Lil Wayne about substance and content. And then people say, no, you got nothing, and you overcorrect, and you're like, no, so watch this. This is gonna blow your brain off.
That's an amazing lens to see this through.
Right.
He was trying to be deep, so he
saying.
could be the opposite of Wayne. That's great. That's terrible, but that's great.
It's so bad. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Why did he even drop this after? Why didn't he let something in the water? Why didn't he let that breathe? And focus on promoting that, like not with this kind of promotion.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
And
could have
nobody's
did this
talking about
better.
that.
Imagine being his friend and knowing he was about to get on stage in front of all these people,
Being the producer that told him not to
Right.
drop it.
and you care about him. Like,
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that engineer needs a raise and an apology.
Yeah, I agree. I pulled up this tweet because I think one of the differences maybe between this and the Lil Wayne thing. I think Lil Wayne was a lot of the internet voices, like a lot of accounts trying to get some likes, and because I honestly, if you look at the whole context of that Lil Wayne talk, it wasn't as egregious as they try to make it seem, right? So they took the snippet and kind of ran with it. But this one is kind of different because you have his peers. You have Chuck English, People don't know who Chuck English is, or the cool kids, you know what I'm saying? So he's even saying, like, don't lose me, dog. And I think they had a little back and forth after this. I ain't gonna pull up the whole back and forth, but the point is, like, I think it's different because a lot of his peers, a lot of people in the independent lane particularly are like, yo, like, what, you just seen Van Lathan them, you know what I'm saying? Gina Views, I think she's having a whole fucking Spaces or some shit about it too. So it is it's kind of rough when the people that you actually know aren't just in it for the clickbait game are calling you out. So yeah, I think that's part of maybe why he's doubling and triple down and heard about it. And it's a different if you get called out by maybe like people trying to get their clicks up as opposed to like your peers. Do you think that makes a difference in harsh criticism? On all answer at once. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, he was getting called out by peers during the Wayne stuff too, so
fair enough.
I think that was happening then too, but this is definitely going to bring more of that, and I do think there's more of a difference because also the way LaRussell responds, right? So he's actually now responding to his peers and going back and forth with that, and that's not a good look. Even worse, maybe, than going back and forth with fans.
Yeah, for sure. Like the whole thing with Wayne, I feel like with that because he saw some people actually agreeing with him and being like, yeah, you know what? Maybe you're not wrong, but still don't disrespect OG. I feel like from that moment he kind of he got that extra little boost to feel bold to do some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's giving. And now he's like, well, I mean, last time ain't nobody really checked me, so I'm gonna keep pushing that boundary, and he pushed way out of bounds with this one.
Yeah, I agree. And that's a good point too. Like even with the Wayne thing, despite a lot of backlash, it was some people who agreed with him. It wasn't like a complete wash like this one. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a 0-4, you know what I'm saying? A swing and a miss, you know what I'm saying? Some people did was like, yeah, well, Wayne is spitting some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I've even criticized Wayne, going back and looking at his catalog, so yeah, I think that does changes things a little bit. I think I got another one. He actually responded too, so let me pull up his response. I mean, he's responding like 50 million times at this point. I think he should stop it if I'm being honest with you, but
yeah, like Hotep said, he's burning through all his goodwill about as quick as I've seen almost.
And this is almost 5 minutes. I'm not
Morning, America. Good morning, America. Hey, the past few days I've been working, so I ain't got to really like be on social media. I cut my shit, I schedule it, and I post, and I get into the world. The homies briefed me yesterday on all the outrage, and my first thought was, niggas ain't that slow. But I go and look, and niggas that slow. Just listen to the music. Like, it's no way niggas hear that clip and they like, you support Epstein. When the world be in despair, sometimes you need realization. And that realization for me through this song was like, damn, the same God who created Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, who did so many great things, is the same God that created Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, who did so many evil things. And it's crazy the range of what a human life is capable of. It's capable of changing the world and detrimenting the world. That's the purpose of the song. That's my realization of like, damn, this is all from the same place and look which way it can go when somebody is misguided, when somebody doesn't have all the tools, when somebody just chooses to use their life in a negligent way.
It's called duality, dog. It took. How old is LaRussell?
He's in his 30s, I'm pretty sure.
He old enough.
It took you that long
Yeah.
to realize. I think duality is something you realize in like elementary school. You feel me?
Yeah, that nigga 31.
Yeah. Like that's something you should have. That's I think that's a part of the point people are making too. Is like we get what you're saying, but it's not as deep as you try to make it seem. Like people aren't slow; they just didn't like the way you said it. You're like
I'm like, bro, it's not that we're like exactly that. Like, I don't know. It's really frustrating, honestly, because it's like to see someone just. It's like, bro, you just taking the shovel and you keep digging deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
As
also
a poet and as an orator, you could have worded that better. That's all.
exactly. That's what I was about to say. Is that like that was nothing impressive at all. You just impressed me more by talking for 1 minute than that clip of you listing off names, basically.
literally.
And now you're trying to say, well, oh, it meant this and that and this and that. It's like again, we get it, but like that was a lazy ass list way to even try to do it. It didn't come off well. It just, and I'm a LaRussell fan, and all of this shit was immediately it left a bad taste and was like, whoa, that was not a good look. And then it exploded into exactly what it probably should have a little bit, to be honest, on him.
Well, he put those names together to garner attention, and now he getting that attention.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying to be like, oh, I'm trying to show you the different ends of life and blah, blah, blah. All you did was list, Martin Luther King and Jeffrey Epstein next to each other. Like, that's not, you're not putting together some soliloquy of fucking whatever, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Come better then.
A clickbait song, if you will. Like, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't get it. And I think I saw some people drawing comparisons to Kanye when he goes on his rants or whatever and says what he says. But I'm like, Kanye has like classics. Kanye has a discography that's very heralded. You know what I'm saying? He has the cachet. When LaRussell's still on the come up, he still is on the come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you buy your mama house yet? You know what I'm saying? So it's still like levels to the shit that you haven't hit yet. So it is like you can draw a detriment to your career at this point still. So, but if that's your goal, if you want it to be like you want to be the message guy and whatever you're trying to do, maybe that's your lane. Maybe you don't want to be bigger than regional. But I thought the whole purpose of you doing the Roc Nation thing was to get to that point, and stuff like this doesn't get you to that point.
Yeah, I was going to say he's arguably already in the roughest moment of his career by like signing to Roc Nation, not signing to, but being involved with.
Shit.
Crack Harlow. That's crazy. That's crazy. We're going to talk about that as soon as so I don't forget, because y'all know me. I'll forget. Signing to Roc Nation. He's already getting crap for like being associated with Jay-Z from some people. And then he does the Lil Wayne thing. A lot of people are already out on that. And then he went ahead and threw one more obstacle in front of himself to be like, let me see if I can leap over this too. And he did not. He face planted. So, what up, Crack?
What's good with y'all?
I think
we'll
you already
there.
know.
Hey, we'll get there, dog. I got a bone to pick with the whole fucking timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
Is LaRussell one of those people that like he fakes positive, but he secretly loves bullshit?
Bro, that's what it's looking like a little, right?
Because that's how it's coming across. Like he fake positive, but on the flip side though, he secretly loved the thrill of being in the middle of some shit.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna tell you guys as someone familiar with like the area and shit. Bay Area cats are mad sensitive, and like I'm saying that grudgingly and on a positive note. That's part of the reason why like collectively they're so supportive of each other. It's super reactionary down there. That's why the Bay Area is the fake capital of the country. It just is what it is.
Yeah, but I think the point we were trying to like, or at least majority of what we was, and a lot of what people saying is like we kind of get the gist of the song, and that's one thing me and you agree with. Like we know what he's trying to say, It just probably wasn't the greatest way of saying it. What do you think about that? You know what I mean?
The song was terrible. And like when Lee was saying, like, why didn't he just let he dropped that gospel one before Something in the Water. He could have just done without. Something in the Water was a great project from LaRussell. That's the type of shit I want to hear. Like the beats on that shit. The beats on that shit were crazy, bro. Those beats almost made me relapse, bro. That's how fucking gigging those beats were. That shit put me back in 2006, like real quick. And that's the type of shit we want to hear from LaRussell.
He should have kept that.
Exactly. But unfortunately for LaRussell, he doesn't have the acumen lyrically to dive into that kind of shit the right way, you know? And people are gonna be receptive to it differently, especially like religious people and non-religious people. For the most part, like D was saying, everybody fucking kind of knew what he was trying to say. And there are like a lot of smooth-brained people out there that were saying what he was saying, like, oh, this is you being complicit. It's like, no, bro, it's a song about duality, and like you can't, without the existence of evil, you wouldn't have anything good to compare it to. Like you can't truly be good without the capacity for evil. You know, that's like a whole deeper conversation. And I think we all understand that, but I think we're kind of spoiled in the interactions that we have because we interact with each other.
But at the same time, like, what he said has been said so many times before. Like, it's not a profound statement. That's level 1 spirituality. Like, you can be good or evil depending on your choices. Like, well, yeah. Yeah, you got it. Like,
but like I was saying, you gotta have a certain repertoire in your vocabulary to like dive into that kind of shit and make it like thought provoking and people being receptive of it. You know, you just bro, he just like bullying a China shop shit like that doesn't work when you're trying to make music about topics like that. So
yeah. Like you said, I don't think he had the acumen. Like if you hear a lot of his music, not to down LaRussell, you know what I'm saying? I like some of his shit, but it's like you said, like that's more of a Lupe, you know what I'm saying? Or one of these wordsmiths out here, you know what I'm saying? I think even Jay could tackle this subject, even though he's like a fucking what they call it, a deitist, not really a religious person, right? But I think some people had a better acumen, like a Nas could have tackled that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is in necessarily Russell's wheelhouse, and I think he'd been better served just keep doing the positive stuff that he was doing. That's your lane, dog. I used to say the shit like with Soulja Boy back in the day and shit. I'm like, bro, you had a dance lane, you had this fun, you know what I mean? Crank that fucking lane, and you wanted to make Chicago drill music. You feel me? And it just doesn't work for you. Now you're going triple copper. Right, I think the same thing with LaRussell. He had a nice lane. People was calling it kid bops, but the shit was positive, bro. Kids jumping around. People may not have been fucking with it, but you can't talk shit about it, right? You can't talk shit about positivity. But now it's like between the Wayne thing, so you were already on the radar of everybody who wanted to, you know, get the views up, and now you double down with this, and it just even then it's not even a good timing for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a good timing. It's a perfect storm. You feel me?
Yeah. Now knowing that he dropped it before, I feel like he didn't have to do that. Like,
oh, exactly.
With this project, like you said, I don't think anyone can really hate on it because it does give like a family-friendly vibe, even though there's some lyrics that, you know, he might say nigga every now and then. But overall, it's like, you know, you could tell his audience is to be inclusive. Why the fuck would you even ruin this whole? He had a great rollout for Something's in the Water. You know what I'm saying? He was posting consistently, like really tuning in with the fans. He had that whole Super Bowl pre-show or something like that. Like he was really putting in a lot into that project, and like now it's overshadowed by this song on another project that's not even like what you was really putting all your marketing into the last few months.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. He really can't miss if he just continues to make projects like Something in the Water. Like he really can't. Like that's the Bay Area recipe. You ain't got to be crazy lyrical. You just got to make bops. It's all about vibes. Just make good music, speak on the positivity, get those crazy ass beats, and man, everybody will be tickled pink. It's all good. But
Mm.
you know, when you try to kind of like overreach your capabilities, you know, like I understand people like shooting for the stars and trying to like get out of their comfort zone and stuff like that, but like you got to get some reps in. Man, he just went in head first, didn't he? You know what I mean? Like he didn't just like dip his toe in. Like he could have started like putting like one or two of those types of songs on a project and kind of like checking the temperature. So he went all in. And I didn't really enjoy that gospel project as much as like the messaging was cool. A lot of it was like a 16 and then spoken word by the chick that was on there, the feature lady. You know what I mean? And that's not something you can make a whole album out of. That's cool if you that's cool as a segment. That's cool like in the middle of a project that's kind of like related if it's topical, but you can't make a whole project like that. It's like a nice segue to like split up an album, but
I agree. I mean, it was a short one. It was more like an EP to me, honestly. What was it, like 8 tracks?
it was like 22 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, it was a hit a quick hitter. So
Yeah, I mean, both of them were short. So why the fuck did he? I'm just like, bro, he could have even took that video you showed and put that as some spoken word. Like, oh, it's crazy how you see how we all was like, okay, I could understand that. This makes clear sense, and it's way different from what you have been saying. That could have been your little skit, interlude, whatever the fuck you wanted to do, if you really felt the need to do something and speak on this topic. Because like, you know, like it was said before, he doesn't have that type of lyrical cadence to like deliver that message in the way that would have been impactful versus, you know, a little more drama filled.
You gotta season shit right if you're gonna talk about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be able to like cook it up the right way and put the right ingredients together and make it palatable. Like if you don't got the skills to make something like that palatable, it's not gonna stick to the wall.
Yeah. No, I still think that one came out just kind of after the Wayne stuff. I think he was trying to make a point that he can have content and deeper topics that he's talking about, and I don't think many people were interested. And then shit like this is not going to make people come to it any quicker.
He did though. The last track on the Something's in the Water, I think it was called Thug Cry, and it was like a little bit more introspective of a song.
Sure.
It was a good song. It was a good song. Like
he
did good, but that's because the recipe was correct, and he didn't he didn't overreach and go so far out of his own lane where people were like, oh shit, you know what I mean? You don't go to Chipotle for fucking fruit salad. You know what I'm saying? It's not a.
I really did
look at him weird.
Cry song. That's why I'm.
It was a good song.
Yeah,
it was a good song.
Yeah, me and Lee got a review dropping tomorrow. We're collabing on that project, so keep an eye out. Something in the Water. Cam dropped one earlier this week. Go read that. We're talking LaRussell, baby.
I know. I got that Aesop Sandman joint that I'm almost done with too.
Nice.
All right, I'm trying to get a fucking article up. Maybe I'll do a LaRussell article. I gotta get my writing chops up, dog. But what do y'all think is the trajectory? Being all these controversies, even with the Roc Nation deal, I think that's a good way to close this out. Like, do y'all see still maybe regional, kind of local indie guy? Does he take another level, maybe national after this? Does the controversy maybe help him in the long run? You know, what do y'all think? Where's the potential of LaRussell right now, dog?
He got to lay low immediately. Like right now, he got to lay low. He just got to mind his own business for a little bit. Fucking go on vacation, dog. Go somewhere nice, lay low. Don't take your phone. Turn the phone off. He still has the potential to be like nationwide, similar like the same arc to like 40 and Keek had when they came up in the 2006, 07, 08. And it's probably, I don't think there's longevity in Bay Area hip hop like nationally. That's just what it is. We've seen it time and time again with big names that come out of the Bay. It's gonna go like that. It's gonna plateau, and then they'll go back to being regional, and you know, they'll pop out, do some cool features with like bigger artists like 40 does, and have a great career and stay independent and probably make way more money than most people, you know, and more power to them. But first and foremost, Bubba, fucking get the fuck off the phone and go lay low for a little bit. Take a break, dog.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'd like to see him lay low and maybe come out with like a full length album. Maybe not like an hour, but not a 20-minute EP type of thing. You know, like give me a solid 40-minute where you've been putting in the work while you're chilling and laying low or something like that.
That's always been one of my criticisms of LaRussell. Like he always talks about like how many projects he's dropped, and like not to like be a dick or anything, but when you're rapping like elementary level type, making those kind of bops, that doesn't seem that difficult to me. You know, it's difficult to put it together, get the right beats, make bops, stuff like that. But yeah, he's got a good work ethic. He puts a lot of stuff out, but I mean, I can use food analogies all day, but you know what I mean. It's easy to just pump stuff out if it's just the same recipe over and over, and not a lot of effort goes into it. I'm not trying to shit on him. I'm rooting for LaRussell. He seems like a cool dude. I know for a fact he does a lot for his community, and he just needs to focus on that.
Yep. Facts.
Yeah, I kind of felt cheated with the 4 skits, but then I'm like, it's the kids. I guess I gotta be supportive. His daughter gonna get a little check, I guess. So chilling. You know, because I'm like, okay, so you said 14 tracks. This is 10. 4 of them are 15 seconds at max clips. Now, if I had to do a reason I dislike it, that would be one of them. But you know, we ain't doing that.
For sure, I agree. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about him, but yeah, I didn't like that part. Even when that video, he was like, "I don't be on social media." The homies, stop lying.
Like you was scrolling through the comments.
We saw you. We synced it. Like, nah, bro, you reading every fucking comment, dog. So keep it 100. Keep it 100. I don't like that. That's not a good look to kind of be dishonest like that. Just be like, yo, this shit hurting my feelings, dog. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, be honest with yourself. But I do agree with Cam. The Bay sound is kind of hard to bring to a national level outside of a bop here or there, right? You'll get an E40 bop or some shit like that. Even Too Short kind of had to go to a different region to become where he's at. You know what I'm saying? He got on with Atlanta and Lil Jon when that was hot, and that took him to the next level. So it's hard to just be straight Bay sound and get to that level, I think. So, but I think it might be better to be regional. There's nothing fucking wrong with regional. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with having that lane. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about Tech 9 and shit. Nobody outside of really that area, you know, that he listens to that shit. But he made a good living off that, right? So there's nothing wrong with being that next tier rapper, which I definitely see. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with the Andre Nicotinas of the world. Maybe that should be the way you shift your focus. You know what I'm saying? And he's still gonna be loved by the Bay because he does enough good shit over there. You know what I mean? I've heard nothing but I talked to people who actually, you know, have met Buddy, and they say he's nothing but a good person. So I hope the best for him, you know. And the easiest way to duck internet controversy is getting the fuck off the internet. You don't feed the trolls. You feel me? Don't throw water on the gremlin at night or whatever the fuck it is. Don't feed gremlins at night or some shit. What was they multiply? Y'all seen the movie. Don't look at me crazy. Maybe I'm old, man. I'm dating myself. But y'all know the fucking deal. You know what I'm saying? Just stay the fuck off the internet, dog. Grab your old lady. Go to Aruba or some shit. Your phone service won't even work, homie. And chill out for a month or two and reset. You know, that would be my advice I would give to him. You know, any last thoughts on that joint? All right, we're gonna pull up Cameron's cousin, Mr. Jack Harlow. Jack and Crack. Speaks on leaning further into black music on his new album, Monica, rather than taking the safer route by retreating into traditional white sound. Double XL, messy as hell for this shit. So I'm gonna pull up the tweet. Chuck English talked shit about it, but we're gonna pull up this Exhibit A first.
I'm saying you didn't retreat into a whiter genre. In fact, you arguably went deeper into
black music.
Deeper into black.
Yeah.
So was that conscious? Was that a little twist on the typical move that white rappers make, which is to retreat back into traditionally white sounds?
It certainly made what I already wanted to do even more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because you like pushing that boundary, that line?
I think I love black music. I love the sound of black music.
Who among us?
Yeah, I love the sound of black music.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm hyper aware of the politics of today, that safer landing spot that a lot of my white contemporaries have found. And of course, it appealed to me to do something that I felt like at a time when there's plenty of people expecting me to take some of the routes y'all are taking.
Yep.
To take the route that not only might not be expected, but is also the one I genuinely want to take. So all the stars aligned in that way for me, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend like what you're talking about. I was like, I guess you're right. I knew that there were multiple things appealing about this route, but I also came to the decision, I'm proud to say, off of what feels good in my ear. I love R&B music. I love the sound of soft, intimate, melodic music. So
yeah,
I want to be understood. I want to write melodies that invite people to sing along.
What the fuck is tradition white sounds?
Bro, this shit like really grinds my gears, dude. The whole timeline acting like fucking Bobby Caldwell ain't one of the coldest motherfuckers to ever live, bro.
Bobby Caldwell ain't down for this.
I put Bobby Caldwell up against just about anybody. Top 5 all time, bro. Especially when it comes to like smash hits. Bobby Caldwell was ice fucking cold. And who's that dork interviewing him like, oh, you did you think you were gonna push boundaries? Like, bro, this is clip farming at its finest.
They walked him into it.
They walked him in and out. And you got the two goofiest honkies I don't ever seen in my life.
No,
and then Jack Harlow says I got blacker, certainly, and then just goes like he's getting arraigned at court, puts on the whitest voice. He's like, I kind of feel for him, bro. Like I kind of do feel for him, because like at this day and age, you would think that like you could be able to just like make the type of shit that you want to make without any like backdoor insinuation of your of like your intent, you know. And I feel like he's been around long enough to like kind of everybody here knows I'm the biggest Jack Harlow hater here by a lot.
I don't know.
All right. But
maybe now, yeah.
Well, no, it's because of the music. Like I know, me too. Yeah, he gives me, he reminds me of G-Eazy. It's like, I don't know. It's just weird. And for the people that enjoyed it, I'm glad you enjoyed it. The instrumentals were great. The production was cool, but to me, honestly, it didn't even really, it sounded more like neo-pop, like Jason Mraz or fucking Jack Johnson than R&B, really. And that's cool. But other than that, I feel bad for Buddy getting absolutely decapitated with these nicknames. All these nicknames that I done made up over the course of a year. Y'all took all my fucking nicknames, bro. All right.
I was gonna say they're burning through your list. They're
burning through my list. I know you guys been watching the pod, because ain't no way you thought of Milk the Shocker and Ghostface Nilla.
Bro, some of these are Sean King reruns though, bro. I'm noticing I seen some of y'all recycling some Sean King shit, bro. Just because he's been gone for a little while and people have the memory of a goldfish. But I seen some of y'all recycling some of them shits.
Hey, Bland Nubian though. Bland Nubian is.
Oh yeah, that's 10 out of 10.
That's crazy.
That's 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about Sean King the other day. Like, yo, what happened to Buddy? And then I went on about my life. But that's crazy. You bring him up.
Just random.
Old Tacky Robinson.
But we put up the tweet here. Chuck English recently doubled down on Jack Harlow's new album, saying it slides, truly slides, as long as you're not letting cosplay and think pieces on your timeline dictate your taste. He even suggested legends like John B., Robin Thicke, and Remy Shan would have been cooked off the bone if they debuted today's hypercritical social media climate. Is he right? Has our obsession with analyzing cultural tourism, what they call it, appropriation, made it impossible for us to just enjoy the music, or the cosplays critiques a necessary guardrail for R&B and hip hop music? So is that the deal? Do y'all think the internet ultra virtuous type of gatekeeping things, even though I don't make music type of shit, is it kind of like fucking with people's brain? Are people even, you know what I mean? Like people not even trying to give it a chance before shitting on it? Is that what y'all think is happening?
It's collectivist mindset. Go ahead, Lee.
No, I was gonna say I was gonna give it a chance, but then I feel like he should know better than to say shit like that, especially when you were being intentional about this album being about R&B. So like, And then watching it again, it's like they literally set him up to say, it was like, do you feel like it's like, yeah, finish my sentence, you know? And he's like, yeah. And it's like, no. You know what I'm
In that
saying?
room
Like,
too, it's like, y'all
yeah.
had Charlemagne or something sitting in here. That might have made it better.
You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been comical versus like now it's like you pushing it a little bit. So
Three white guys in a room.
Exactly.
White guys too, not even like no soul. It ain't no cams in there.
Right? You know, it's different. It's different. So I personally feel like, you know, there's people that were ready to be like, oh, get the fuck out of here. But there's people like maybe me and some others that were like, I was willing to, but then you got me fucked up. But I know he didn't mean no harm. It was just like, come on, bro. You got to be smarter than this, especially when you know you're in the limelight. Like, where's the PR team? They should have prepped you before the interview. These guys are the type to try to get the clickbait, you know, comments out of you. So be mindful when you're talking about this topic. I don't know if they sent you the topics before, but I don't know. And also shame on them too, because they literally did. It was like, oh, you know, so that's why.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're so brave. You're so brave for pandering. You're so brave for pandering to
like
the black masses of America. Like, well, it's just a crazy like collectivist mindset, because you can't like tell somebody culturally what inspired them to do something if you don't know them from when they got off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't tell somebody what influenced them or what they grew up with. It's just like a mad collectivist mindset. Yeah, generally, of course, absolutely. But speak as an individual. I don't speak for white people. I speak for me. If you would have had that approach for that, then, you know, my mom's listened to that in the house my whole time growing up. It really inspired me into that music. It's all I listened to growing up. You know, I really felt it. It really resonated with me. And keep it pushing, bro. But you ain't got a cape for white people to act like you're crossing boundaries or some shit. That's when it gets corny.
Yeah, like you a groundbreaker, like Robin Thicke. Don't like there have been white people. Disclaimer to those watching: there are white people that do R&B. They've been doing it for fucking decades. There are people that
grew up on it. Grew up on it. You know,
soul and funk is a whole bunch of white folk. So
to be fair to him, sorry, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, bro. Finish that thought, man.
I was just gonna say, to be fair to him, I think most people would just think or assume he's gonna like become a Post Malone, right? So to go the Robin Thicke route is kind of more like, oh, okay, that's better, right? To a slight degree, I guess.
It's like Jack Harlow was outside the fence during the cookout during the barbecue, peeking through the fence, trying to figure out how he's like, oh, I got it.
That Monaleo video. That's
yeah.
Exactly. Also, I was gonna say the one thing before we move on is like the appropriation thing is just a little bit funny to me, because like Jack's whole career I've felt that way. Like this super dorky white guy that's talking about racks and all that. Like, just when I picture Jack Harlow, I'm picturing this young dorky Jack Harlow, right, with the glasses and the curly hair and the fresh, like the smooth face Jack Harlow. And like all that was to me like, this guy's a dork and this is appropriation. All this shit is whack and lame to me. Everybody let that shit slide for years. I don't understand. And then now all of a sudden, to me, this is like more, this album to me, corny or not, like it or not, feels more like it's like true to him. And then now is when everybody's calling him a fake and like all that shit. And I'm like, that's fair. And everybody could feel that way. I'm totally with it. I could give a shit less, but I'm more just like, why was this not happen? We should have called it. This is what I've been calling out for years. Probably like Cam. It's like, what is this shit? Yeah. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah. I don't like the aesthetics either. I don't know, like the quarter zip John B fucking cosplay.
Yeah, bro, right, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Overly doing it. And then the album being Monica. Like, please.
Monica, bro.
Really?
Monica, bro. Like, yeah, he's doing too much. He's I don't know what like Cam said, he's kind of a dork though. You know, he's doing things that dorks would do if they got an opportunity to be in his position, right? I feel the same way about Drake. I feel like Drake cosplays too. I feel like when like traditionally like swirl motherfuckers who got swirlies in high school and shit, and then they in their position to be cool and shit. They kind of overdo it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of forced. It don't feel natural. I never felt like John B was cosplaying. I didn't feel like Robin Thicke was cosplaying, right? I feel like you were cosplaying because you kind of are cosplaying, bro. Like, you know, you may like that, but be the nerd who does the R&B rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Dress like you've been dressing, do like you've been doing. You don't need to turn it up to 200 to get us to listen to your fucking project, dog. You know, just talk normal. Don't sit in rooms with nerds talking about traditional white sounds, whatever the fuck that is. What is that fucking Irish dancing? What the fuck is that shit where they do the little fucking, you know what I'm talking about? There's no fucking such thing as a traditional white sound or whatever.
Don't waste your time on me. Yeah,
exactly.
Black Harlow, because that's what I've been calling him for the last week. So Black Harlow, that's hilarious to me.
Black Harlow.
He doesn't really. He's a clown. Like, he a real funny dude. And he is. He's just a naturally funny white boy. And I feel like a lot of people try to make him more serious than what he is, and he doesn't really try to stop them. But like, he a clown. Like, he's like Drewski's best friend.
Yeah.
So just imagine that type of personality. Like, yeah, he named the album Monica. That's hilarious to me. Like, we all saw that. Everybody picked up what he put down because that's the type of person he is.
He should have had this conversation with Drewski, you know, knowing that they have that relationship. It would have been, or like a scare or some shit. It'd been like, okay, yeah, this is fitting in this atmosphere, but not in the room with these two guys. I don't even know who the fuck they are. No lie.
But naming the album Monica is probably what happened after you speak to a black person like Drewski, though. He would have stamped that.
Have you met any white women named Monica?
Yeah.
Lewinsky.
Oh, good.
Oh shit.
That was quick too.
I know
Yeah, that was so fast. I didn't even get to think.
I know a few. They're all dark hair too.
I feel like Monica could go either way. I think if he like named it Keisha, then I'd be like, okay, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
He probably had that one in the draft.
I know a blonde hair, blue eye Keisha. That's crazy.
A white woman named Keisha, I gotta see.
That's crazy.
Yeah, albino or she really white?
Nah, she white, bro. She white.
Kind of white though, like white. Oh,
Like Valley Girl white, or like she been around.
She been around.
Okay.
Yeah, she around the way. Okay, it makes sense. All right. Top Jack Harlow names. I just went off the rails already. Charlie Kirk Franklin.
That's gas. That's fire.
That's gas. That's gold.
Brian McWhite.
That was me. I came up with that. I did it first.
Stevie Wonderbread. 6 out of Jay Nilla. I don't get Jay Nilla.
Jay Dilla.
Boo. 0. D'Angelo. D'Angelo. Okay. Christopher Brown.
That's pretty good. D'Angelo's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, you had to think about it a little bit. It's one of those make you think ones. Most definitely not Jakob Kwale. Too long.
Too messy. Too busy.
Too messy. Yeah, you're trying to put too many ideas in the same sentence.
You're trying too hard. Yeah. Music Snow Child.
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah.
Snow Allegro.
Nah. I get it, but
De La Soap. Okay. Middle of the pack. Remy Sham.
Nah.
Yeah. Vanilla Rice.
That don't even make sense.
It's R&B.
Yeah, but he already white though.
Vanilla and Rice. Yeah, that's too much.
I feel like we did say a lot of this about Sean though. Like, now that you bring it up,
I told you these are.
We did say a lot of this about Sean.
Remember when they did the wrestling names with Sean King? That was like the best moment on Twitter history, bro. The wrestling Sean King ones. Lazy. Get the fuck out of here. Boo.
Terrible.
Common Sensible.
That's actually pretty good, bro.
Now that I think about it, though, his
Common Sensible is actually kind of good. Common Sensible, he got good credit. Common Sensible, he, you know.
Yeah,
I don't mind that one.
7. Scott's Torch. No.
Scott's Torch already white. He already white.
Yeah. 0. A Tribe Called Meh.
Boring. I don't. No.
Yeah. Nah, there's a different list. There's a different list out there. That's the ones that I had seen, like the ones that I've already used on the pod. That's the one that upset me. That I saw the list that they had. They had Milk the Shocker. which is probably like one of the best ones I've ever
That's
came up with.
recycled though. I know that's recycled, bro.
Yeah, but I've been using Milk the Shocker for like, that's like 4 or 5 years old. That was like one of the original Sean Kings that I coined. Plaster P, right? That was on there.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was
That's
me.
funny.
They had Ghostface. They had Ghostface Vanilla, but it's actually Ghostface Nilla because it's just better. It rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah.
What were the other few? I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna have to find
the wrestling one too.
There's like a pattern with Jack Harlow. So his last album release kind of had this exact same conversation around it.
I wonder what's his debut gonna be. I'm not a big numbers dude, but I feel like people are like hating this into like a good debut.
I mean the Drake album package, like, that Drake Stimulus, that's not really hitting right now. So I would like to see what the numbers look like too.
I don't think they're out yet. I see a couple things from Hot New Hip. Jack Harlow's Monica sales take a serious nosedive following Got Blacker comments. That was a day ago. Jack Harlow's album sales plummet following his Got Blacker comment. That's from the source. But there's no numbers. You feel me?
I think I was seeing a projected 25 or something, under 25. Something
Yeah,
like
but
that.
in all honesty, like, who is Jack Harlow's fan base? His fan base is young high school girls, probably. I'm gonna assume. That's really, he makes high school music, bro. Like, so I don't, outside of that, I don't really see who's gonna seek out his project. That's his lane. He's kind of similar in that, to a lesser extent, or Drake kind of spiderwebs a little bit more because he does make stuff that's palatable to like older people too. But his fan base is young.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. And like I said, his lane is probably what you speak, that suburban kind of, I mean, ain't nobody in the hood bumping no motherfucking Jack Harlow, right? So he kind of got that suburban want to be cool, like the future what? The guys right now that be in there like fucking, Prius bumping Eminem at 45 years old. Like I could see that future for him. Like you bumping Jack Harlow and fucking these 20-year-olds and when they're 40 bumping Jack Harlow like it's a classic motherfucking, like that's their shit. I could see that lane for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna really surpass that lane outside of that. You feel me? That's my take on it. But
he doesn't have enough shit. He doesn't have enough shit to rap about.
Yeah. I'm not sure how he grew up either. I'm not sure, what his background is. Not saying you got to have a fucked up background to make music, but yeah, what the fuck you gonna talk about? Like,
I know he's from Kentucky. I think he's from Louisville, isn't he?
Yeah, and that could be either or. You know what I'm saying? It's two sides to Louisville. My pops live there right now, so it's Louisville and it's Louisville. So it's like, what side are you on? So I can't tell you.
Louisville.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm interested to see what them when we get like some sale figures. I'm interested. We might revisit that next pod, see what the fuck the number's gonna be. But any last thoughts on music, Snow Child?
Sorry.
I feel like at some point your career has to stop revolving around you being a white boy.
What the fuck else are you gonna rap about, dog? Like
at some point that gotta stop being the selling point.
I don't know, bro. We'll see. Talk about chains and shit. I don't want no whips. All right, we have Wiz Khalifa and Currency have announced they have a new collab album on the way. The project is set to be around 10 tracks long with production from Cardo and others. So we getting back to that jet life up in this bitch. Where's Star at around here? So what do y'all think about the announcement of this? We got a 10-track project produced mostly by Cardo, returned to the formula that defined their 2009 to 2010 run in the era where many veteran duos struggle to recapture their original chemistry. Is this a fan service victory lap, or do Wiz and Spitta have unique timeless quality that allows them to slide back into this pocket without feeling dated? So what do y'all expect of the sound? Are we gonna get the classic shit, or you think they're gonna try to modern it up a little bit? What do y'all think?
I don't think you can expect anything different from Currency. Currency's gonna do what Currency does, and people are gonna, good for him. Like Currency's cool. I've never been like a crazy Currency fan or anything, but I've always respected what he's done for his career. I hope Wiz isn't like referencing his newfound streaming career on.
Oh,
this
he's like
project.
100% streamer now. Like that's what he doing now. Oh, I hate that. I don't like that.
I'm hoping this classic vibes. I'm not. Like I feel
mean,
like they might do that.
I feel like we in for a good project with this. Cardo never disappoints.
Yeah,
I feel like Currency, because I'm not a huge Currency fan either. Like just a few weeks ago, I decided I was going to deep dive into his music, and I like it. But I like it. It
I
didn't hit me
remember.
in the same way that it hit everybody else. Like I wasn't smoking weed at 15, so I don't have that. I don't have that connection that everybody else do.
You want smoking that weed at 15? What the fuck else you gonna do at 15, dog?
But I was lame. Like I didn't do shit at 15. I went to school and came home. I wouldn't. Mac
That's
Miller.
tight,
That's another
bro.
one. That's another one I never got into. I wasn't depressed at 15, so Mac Miller never hit for me. I went back and listened to Mac Miller and was like, yeah, no, I can appreciate this, but it didn't hit the same for me.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't get the Mac Miller shit either. But I'm washed. I'm old. Fucking back time Mac Miller was up, I was like, ain't nobody listening to that shit. I was in my Gucci phase or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, I think that personally that they veterans in the game. I don't think the sound's going to evolve too much at this point. No matter what production you put on them, like these are two established cats, right? Did y'all hear some of? I haven't listened to much. Wiz is he been dropping shit too. He been dropping like 3 albums or some shit in the past year. Have y'all heard any of his new shit? Does it sound different to y'all than some of his older shit?
The last
can
shit
you guys
was,
hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. You
go ahead,
Obi.
Obi. But I was gonna say the last shit, the most recent shit was a lot better than the stuff prior from Wiz, in my opinion. I think Obi reviewed him twice, but he did. Man, I can't remember. Maybe it was 2 releases ago.
So I actually covered all the ones that he's done in 2026 so far. I just sent in one today. I've been pretty mixed on him. I know people did a lot of people liked his latest one more than the rest. I personally didn't really love it. It's got a lot of like melodic Wiz singing, which I'm not really that into. But yeah, I don't know. Personally, I think he's kind of gone down a little bit in my opinion. I was never the biggest fan, but I'm not gonna lie, and I've said this in almost every review. I can't stand hearing him rap about W's in the chat. It's all talking about Chrome Hearts and shit like that. It's like, yo, dude, this shit is just. It just doesn't feel like Currency's music. I feel like is aging well and like feels mature and matching with his audience. And I feel like Wiz's, I'm not sure if it's doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, like he's trying to keep up with the young generation. I know he's streaming,
but like it just doesn't sound. It's not working for me.
Yeah, W's in the chat ad libs is crazy, bro. I'm good.
It's rough. Yeah, it's rough. Sure. And also every project there's a bar that's about W's in the chat. So if, like literally the last 3, I think I've heard them. So it's like you got to come up with more rhyme. You can't drop every month and then also recycle the same like exact rhymes almost. It's just that's just not gonna fly with me personally.
I mean, Wiz has been recycling the same rhymes since like 2000.
Well, yeah.
That's
why I don't listen to Wiz like that.
Is that not a testament to how much streaming culture has kind of invaded hip hop culture? Like, there's an overlap here, obviously, because we're seeing more and more of the streaming / rapper like just crossover, like this Black Boy Max dude. I hate his music, but he's very popular amongst like 16 to 22-year-olds.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I'm catching more Sauce Walka clips of him streaming than I'm catching any music.
Yeah, see, Sauce Walka, he's an amazing rapper. I just feel like he make more money doing streaming and OnlyFans.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's real life pimping, bro.
Yeah, he's real pimping. Like, he's really pushing people. Like,
I tried to tag him. He got bang of the week one week. Man, I tried to tag his account. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. Like, this is X-rated. It was like, what the fuck? Yeah, you can't like. No. So
Sauce Walka has some real questionable politics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got all his pages blocked for sure.
Yeah, it's also some other shit, man. But I hope this is a good project, man. We definitely gonna probably review that, man. Definitely when it does come out and see what it's hitting to it. But yeah, man, best wishes, and I'm actually excited to hear that because I did fuck with them. I used to like them shit so old. I remember burning them Jet Life and shit, fucking CDs back in the day, yo. So it's good to hear that some nostalgia involved in there. So hopefully it lives up to that. You feel me? But that's all I got, man. Let's move on. What we got next? Oh, TDE. TDE just signed an artist out of South Carolina. I'm not sure if y'all heard of him.
I have not.
But he did get banger of the week one of these weeks. So with TDE officially signing South Carolina's Trap Dickey to the family, marking a rare sudden addition to a roster story rooted in the West Coast with hits like Blue Devils. He got a joint just dropped with Key Glock down south that's doing numbers. I think got like over a few million. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about the signing? Does he fit even though he's from the South? So hopefully you checked out some of his music. Bring up this tweet real quick. But to me, he kind of, even though he's down south, he kind of fits like their little fucking thingamajig, like Doechii. You know what I'm saying? Like Doechii from what, Florida or some shit?
Yeah, I was gonna say when I listened to the song, I was like, oh, this is right up their alley. So I'm not surprised here.
Yeah, I ain't gonna play that. That's definitely gonna be a fucking copyright hit. But you see, you got a joint kicking it with Top Dog and them. So yeah, I think one thing I did bring up, I think I might have put it in the chat or whatever. Like, do you think TDE right now is a surging brand, particularly if your artist is already getting millions of plays? Do you think that's a good move for him? I know we know about TDE and their heritage and their reputation at this point as a top-notch place, a destination for artists. But somebody that's already doing millions of views and shit like that, already collabing with people like Key Glock. He got some shit with the baby. He got some shit with Big X. You feel me? He dropped a lot of collabs with people. So what do y'all think about the move for him as an artist?
Sounds like the right move to me. I mean, he got put in a position. Now he got to use it. This is my first time hearing about him, but I will be listening to him like right after pod.
Yeah, I literally checked him out because of this announcement. So I was like, okay. So I feel like that's gonna be the same, vibe for other people because they, respect TDE and like the growth that they've been able to push behind certain artists. They'll lean into it, and like I said before, it sounds like he's gonna blend well with their crew that they got. I'm interested in seeing what sort of value they can add from him now, but I do think based off of just even Doechii's success alone, that they can help him continue the post-release work. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got the initial buzz. How do we get you to get more loyal fans? It sounds like we all here kind of not too familiar. I don't know if that's an age thing, but it seems as though, now it's like, let's build that core fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm very like independent. Like if you're doing good numbers, I get it. But to me, I think if you're like before Doechii signed to TDE, I ain't know the fuck, never heard of her. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if she had anything that was doing views, right? Rayvon, I think kind of the same thing. The funny thing is Rayvon is on TDE right now. If you go to like his latest joints, he just dropped some shit with shit, I'm blanking right now, yo. He just dropped some shit with a pretty popular artist, and that shit is kind of sitting there. You feel me? Like nobody even heard. He dropped some shit like 2 weeks ago, and nobody's really, heard of it, right? And on the other flip side, Trap Dickey dude, that Key Glock joint is like trending on Apple Music. It was trending before he even announced this. You know what I'm saying? He had other joints. So I'm not even sure it's the best move for him, man. I'm always independent. I would say if you're gonna sign with anybody, though, I think TDE does best by their artists for the most part. So I can't knock that part, but I don't know, man.
I think part of it probably is like since he does have motion and he's doing it all by himself, he's probably looking at it from the standpoint like he needs to lighten his workload in order to like focus on the music, which is kind of understandable. But I totally agree with you. If you got that kind of motion at all, I think if you got the resources to just do it yourself, because there is such a thing as having too many cooks in the kitchen. And, especially when you're if you're going TDE, like that's a lot of, you can't have too many quarterbacks You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit can kind of burn itself out pretty quick. But hopefully it works out for him. But maybe that's it. Maybe he's just doesn't have the bandwidth to do everything by himself anymore, and this was just the most responsible option for like his mental health and his like from a creative standpoint. So I kind of understand that.
Yeah, I think it feels like it's a good move because I mean, at least 3 out of the 5 of us hadn't heard of him before, right? And so that's a decent bit of extra exposure right there. One thing I'd be interested in is, you know, what the deal looks like. If he's already got that kind of motion, maybe that's worth signing a 1 album deal. He gets that extra exposure through TDE. TDE gets to capitalize on getting a newer, but an artist that they don't have to put as much time and money into, maybe, you know, stuff like that. Because I agree with kind of the original statement, which is a little bit of like, what is TDE doing right now? You know, you got the veterans on there, and now you got Doechii, and you got this new guy, but I feel like there is a little bit of like up in the airness going on there about how are they moving with the new generation? Like, how is music going to be coming out? Like, you know, it's been a little, the releases are not always consistent. You know, I feel like there's some, with Kendrick having left, there's room to see what's going on there, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, because like if he's doing numbers where he's at and he's got like a fan base like that and he associates himself with TDE could be looking at it like, oh, we're associating with him and we're kind of opening our own doors for these artists to kind of grab his fans too.
Exactly.
Yes, so Trap Dickey has a joint with OJ the Juice Man, 3 million views. He got a joint with the Baby, 13 million. That Key Glock joint dropped a month ago, 619,000 right now. He got another joint by itself, 1.9 million that dropped 11 months ago, 1.2 million 8 months ago. I went to Rayvon. Rayvon literally just dropped something with Ash Chike, 62,000 views 2 weeks ago. 8 months ago. Look at God, 8 months ago, 208,000. Cemetery for. So he got the numbers by itself. So said dropped some shit with Elite Chopper, 461,000. You know, and that's a major artist. So I don't know if the push is not going there. People are not as interested. And I'm not crapping on anybody's numbers, you feel me? But just putting it in a vacuum, Trap Dickey millions when he dropped, you feel me? So like you said, Cam, it might be a case of a mutual beneficial thing, right? Hot new artist, he's under the label, the house that Kendrick built. It might be a mutual beneficial thing, right? As long as the paper's right. Fuck it. Yeah. Any last thoughts on that joint? Going, gone. What we got up next? I get to roast the police. My favorite is.
Ooh, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting.
Hey, Darren.
So this normally when I do the crash dummy joint, I give an in-depth kind of background of what happened and, you know, why this is stupid, why this person is crashing the fuck out. You know, I kind of give a little bit, I sprinkle a little razzle dazzle on it. I don't think this situation needs razzle dazzle, to be honest with you. We have the one aforementioned Afro man, famous for the "Because I Got High," right? Back in the day, if you remember that song. So he moved to Ohio for some fucking reason. I don't know if people move to Ohio. Most people move from Ohio, but hey, to each his own. And he's in the Adams County, Ohio Sheriff Department. I guess got an anonymous tip that he got drugs and fucking kidnapped some person or something that they can't even quantify or say where this tip come from or why they did what they did, but they broke into the man's house, caused about $20,000 in damage, stole $5,000. I think somebody ate some cake of his. He made a whole song about it. You can look it up. And they stole like $5,000, and out of the $5,000 that they stole, when they gave it back, because they didn't supposed to take it, $400 was missing. So That's how petty these broke motherfuckers is. They took $400 out of the $5,000 he had. So instead of, doing what a lot of people would do, and crashing out or whatever, Afro Man just did what he did best, made songs about all of these people, and fried them. And we're gonna play a video here. This is pretty much sums up the crash dummy here. And they sued him, by the way. Just a little caveat on there. They sued him for the songs that he made, even though they broke into his house, caused $20,000 in damage, and stole $400, which is a crackhead number. But let's play this. This is Officer Lisa. She made my house. She made my house. She protected my camera. She went down on my house. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Y'all keep on laughing. She's gonna eat your wife's food. They making her listen to the song that he played. And this is the best part. He nodding. He vibing. Legend. This is the definition of unbothered right here. With the flag suit on. Yo, if this isn't the biggest FU to the stormtroopers I've ever seen in my life, who are suing a man whose house that they damaged, I don't know what is, man. So I have to say to the Adams County, Ohio Sheriff Department, y'all got to get a big old car crash for being fucking not only thieves, but sore fucking individuals, sore losers. And in the immortal words of a poet laureate I remember by the name of Eric Easy-E Wright, fuck the police and take this big old car crash. And to Mr. Afro Man, the biggest hoes. Great fucking job. I wish I had a round of applause. Great story. Brings a tear to my eye. All right. Anything on that? Did y'all see that story? That was wild.
I was so happy for him, bro. I'm so happy because there's gonna be some money behind this for him. He's probably gonna get a bunch of endorsements. I mean, if I were to guess, the reason he was in Ohio is because it's probably more affordable than Palmdale, where he's from. I mean, he had some smash hits, he had some good records, but I mean, you know how that goes. It's not gonna carry you that far for that long. And he does shows all over the country. I've met Afro Man a number of times. He's like one of the most down-to-earth, generous, cool dudes. He would do the show. He'd close the bar, just kick it with people the whole time. just chopping up, hanging out with people. He just, like another guy. He was always a good time meeting him. So I'm rooting for him. And that was a masterclass on how you deal with that. On how you deal with that right there. And as like the as anti-federalist as I am, like I love to see it. I wish I could see more of it. And it's not like it's on the timeline and it's trending and everything, is going viral and everything. But this is like precedent setting. This is a bigger deal than like people really aren't understanding. This is a huge deal. This is a huge win for freedom of speech. This is a huge win for art and parody and satire and being able to kind of fight back through your art. So shout out to Afro Man, bro.
Oh man, when he was talking about her, like
no. The funniest one was he made another song about Buddy saying that his wife was hit. No, not that one. Or maybe it was a lemon cake. But he in the song he was saying the officer that Afro Man was the officer's wife was cheating on him with Afro Man, and the prosecutor asked the cop, do you know if your wife was cheating on you with Afro Man? And he said, I don't know.
Damn.
I mean, he is in Ohio, man. Black man with some bread. He probably like a unicorn in that bitch. But yeah, man. Shout out to
I don't
Afro,
understand how it got that far in the civil lawsuit. Like, how do you not understand the laws to that point? That's crazy to me, bro. And I do like. I'm not gonna throw the officers any bail. Like, you're executing a warrant that comes from higher ups. I understand that, but you got to have like some sort of sovereignty. And for not one of them to feel like they were in the wrong or even have like an inclination that this was not going to go well for them just kind of proves how inept and uneducated and the barrier for entry it is to become a police officer.
You look at them, I know they all fat and shit and fucking these little people look like geniuses to you, dog. These are some of the worst Keystone Cop looking motherfuckers I've ever seen.
Bottom of the barrel.
Being sent to do a job is one thing, but you stole $400 from bro. You ate his lemon pound cake. Like, it's a whole bunch of personal responsibility in that.
Yo, that was some crackhead shit. Steal $400 and eat a person cake. That's some grade A crackhead shit, bro. That's the most crackheaded shit I ever heard in my life. But yeah, let's listen to some music, man. Salute to So this week we is going international because we some international motherfuckers. Coming from Singapore, we got an artist called Mary Sue, and he's a dude. Okay, don't get it twisted. So we're gonna play his track, Oracle Bone Script. Make sure you guys mute your mic. I sent him. If you're out there, bro, I sent you a message to let you know we're going. Goddamn, somebody dying back there. I sent you a message to let you know we're playing your song. So make sure you guys mute and let's do it.
Nhiều khi tôi muốn Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Oracle bone script, structural integrity. Mausoleum uptakes, my legacy discographies. Stone cast, acting like it harming me. Stick back the carrot, clogging all my arteries. Worth my weight in gold, depending on economies. When the horse mocks the mule on their autonomy, doesn't really matter if the saddle's made adjustably. Never do they fathom what corrodes behind a tannery. Death of the bumblebees, conducted bit regrettably. A minor inconvenience till the waves reach the canopy. A minor inconvenience till the waves reach the canopy. Great bad, Big Dipper, 7 stars from the Ursa Major. 13 years zigzag stepping and the dancers never wavered. Did it till his knees giving up like wet paper. Combat the flood, yet the great never wavered. The demons fled, it's a duty, not a favor. It's a duty, not a favor.
Your mic's muted.
Oh, I'm fucking up. There we have it. Oracle Bone Script by the artist Mary Sue, coming straight out of Singapore. Who's first up? Drum roll. Lee.
Nah. Okay, so I ain't gonna lie. I had to pull up the lyrics for this one, not because I couldn't understand you. Sounds very clear and everything like that. It's more so because I was like, wait, he's having a lot of like metaphoric language in here, and I want to make sure that I don't just pass it off because shit is flying over my head. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? I had to go run through the little script real quick, and like, you know, if you really go, you know, if you catch it off first with, good for you. My ass on the end of the day, I had to go, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like the content of the lyrics, you know, he does have a lot of metaphoric language that can easily fly over the head. And at first I was like, okay, I'm trying to get into it. I see the beat, it's set up. I'm wondering how you're gonna, kind of flow on this. And at first I wasn't sure how I felt about it, I'm not gonna lie. But after just like reading through the lyrics and reading it again, I'm like, it's not a bad song. I just don't think this track for me is for me per se. But I am curious to hear how you sound on another beat and, maybe running this again. For now, though, I will give this a thumbs down just because this isn't my jam. But I do see the potential.
I feel you on that. And a lot of his songs are like shorter length. I'm not sure if that's his style or, I'm not sure English is his first language, but that's pretty impressive any fucking way to be able to do that. And I looked at the lyrics too. I was like, oh shit, that did fly above my head. So next we have Obi. What are your thoughts, man?
All right. It's up to me, huh? On my thoughts. If I'll say this at first, since you just mentioned it. If English is not his first language, then that's extra impressive, right? Because it was all in English, if I'm not mistaken, off just listening one time. Lee is very nice. Personally, that flow was not for me for the most part. Every once in a while, it kind of caught me and hooked me in a little bit more. But I'll say for the most part, that flow wasn't really working for me or catching me. And because of that, it's hard for me to focus on the lyrics. Not focus, but enjoy the lyricism if I'm not enjoying the rhyming and the flow of the lyrics in the first place. So for me, I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs down. And this is maybe there's other tracks for me, but this one's not. Fair enough.
Cam.
That shit was interesting, bro. There's a lot of potential there. Those beats are hard to that was like Army of the Pharaohs type beat, which is shit that I'm like really into. The mix was terrible before the mix was absolutely horrendous. I don't know what options you have in Singapore to get your stuff mixed. I'm not gonna bash you too hard for that, but the mix was really bad. He does have a really dope voice. His voice is cool. I heard like a little like Earl Sweatshirt, like some Earl Sweatshirt type cadence in there. He had some cool wordplay. Where'd you find the lyrics at, Lee? Because I was just looking and I couldn't find them.
It's on Genius too.
I was on Genius. I actually found the song on Apple because I was like, I'll see what else is on here, and I was able to see the lyrics.
I will actually drop it in the chat, so I got to pull it up right now.
But like, he got some crazy metaphors in there.
Yeah, no, he had some cool wordplay. I know what Obi's saying. Like the schemes were kind of choppy and it didn't flow very well. But he's got some crazy internal rhyme schemes in here, and he's got some multis. You can tell that he takes a lot of time, like with the writing. There's some cool, man. There's some really cool.
You seen them lyrics?
Some really cool tie-ins here.
That's why I'm like,
there really is.
It's just the way it flows, but the lyrics are good. Like, I'm even skimming through his other song real quick. I'm like, let me see what's up.
Yeah.
Man, he's got some potential here, man. He really does. I'm into that unorthodox type shit, but it's hard to bro, if you can like really hone in on those and make it work. A song to go listen to that I bring up is by Vinny Paz, of course. God, what's the name of the song? I can't remember the name of the song off the top of my head right now, but
I mean, you can send it to him. He actually responds back and forth, so if you ever come up with it.
Be Wise as Serpents. There's a song by Vinny Paz called Be Wise as Serpents. It's got that similar got that similar type of tone with the strings and the like the organ and shit. There's some cool noises in there. I just think he needs, like Obi was saying, he just needs to work like more on the flow and the delivery. The wordplay's there. The lyrics are well thought out, and you could tell he puts a lot of thought into it. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up on potential, because I feel like he could really make something pretty dope if he really got that mix under control and tried to you gotta ride that beat better, Bubba. Like that's really it. You got the wordplay, you got the voice, the beat selections. If it was mixed properly, that there's a lot of potential to make that like really, really intriguing, especially for the type of people that listen to that kind of shit like me. So keep doing your thing, bro. It wasn't the best. It needs work, but there's something there for sure. So keep making music, doc.
Thumbs up. We got a thumbs up. Hotep, what you got, bro?
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up solely based on like I love obscure foreign music anyway. So just off the sake of me being a musical hippie, I love that. He had some decent wordplay. I'll give him that.
Okay.
He's interesting. I could definitely see myself like vibing to it. I could see myself vibing to it, just on a drive somewhere. Give you something to think about.
I feel.
That's a good way to put it too, on the drive type shit. Cause it's like on some, like if you're not trying to be on some road rage shit, like I literally just skimmed through some of his shit while y'all was talking, and like this song "Thief in the Bell" or "Horse Acupuncture" on the same project, not bad. He has like this slow Larry June kind of cadence, but a little more boom bap and much more introspective, like with the metaphoric talk. That's what I'm getting from the couple of other songs I skimmed through. So like it's great to see like what Hotep said, someone that's like international really tap into hip hop and like give their own feel to it. And I feel like he has a little bit of a spiritual sense to his music, but not like LaRussell, like just on some
disclaimer.
Like, yeah, maybe he could write for him, put the words together, but help, and LaRussell can help simplify it. But hey, fuck that. As far as your career, keep doing you. I think you just gotta find the perfect combination right now. That's what's missing. You got the lyrics. How can we make it flow a little better?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like, check this run real quick, because if I slow it down, it's worth my weight in gold, dependent on economies. Worth my weight in gold, dependent on economies. When the horse mocks the mule on their autonomy, doesn't really matter if the saddle's made adjustably. Never do they fathom what corrodes behind the tannery. Man, there's something there, dog. There really is.
Yeah,
there's something there.
That same bar, I was like, hold on, what?
It's something there.
It's something there. Yeah.
Give him some room to expound on himself.
It's something there.
There's multis in here. He's got some sick alliteration in here. Like he strings words together. That's pretty high level penmanship. He's just got to get the delivery on point.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm deciding 2 up, 2 down. That being said, what everybody has said, I agree with everything. The mix was not great. However, I throw him some bail because I don't know what you're working with in Singapore, you feel me? So especially as an independent artist, might be a little harder to get your shit mixed right. Maybe you can send it to somebody in the States if they think you dope. I know a lot of people, they think you dope, they'll fuck around and mix your shit up. But in general, like just dissecting, and this is probably, some of y'all may have heard that for the first time. This is probably my 3rd, 4th run of it, right? I listened to it a couple times when I was posting it, listen to it again, and stuff like that. I feel like this may be one of those songs that may be better. And when you said drive, that killed me too, because I'm like, yo, with some 12s kind of cruising on a nice summer fucking day, and that beat dumping like that, You know what I'm saying? Even with the bad mix and shit, that might be something that you may have to listen to in different venues on different types of speakers. Put it on the headphones as opposed to us listening to this platform. I might, as soon as this is over with, I might go put it on the fucking. I got the big boom box in the motherfucking garage and see how that bitch sound there, right? But I think overall there is definitely something there. I also have heard like when people like when English is actually not your first language, you actually think more about the lyrics because it doesn't come as natural. So you actually, you know, think harder when you're your pen game. You know what I'm saying? How does this fit with this? You actually know the definitions of words. When it's a second language, you know how people say shit that don't even make sense because they know English and they're so comfortable with English. When you're not, you're gonna actually make sure that your lyrics are on point because this is not my first language. I'm gonna look up the meaning of this shit before I even put it in here, right? You're more of a student of the game. So
I feel like, you know,
go
the
ahead.
mix of it all, like the mix not being as great as it could be, that could actually just be part of it. Like,
Yeah,
as far as
like
him being
old
from
boy said
Singapore,
last
that
week,
could just be like a texture.
Yeah, like when you do something purposely to kind of give it that gritty, kind of unfinished feel, that could be part
It
of
adds to the story. It adds to the story. Like, yo, this is this foreign dude from Singapore. And like, you know, they don't have the best equipment or nothing, but that makes the music a little bit better to me. I don't know.
Isn't Singapore like one of the richest countries in the world?
Yeah, but it's probably like one of those gap things, like rich and
the Hunger Games. It's like San Francisco.
If we flew to Singapore and had the bright idea, like, yo, let's go to the studio, that would probably be kind of hard.
And I was thinking too that like the Wu-Tang shit, like some of RZA's shit, if you listen to the mixes, he purposely makes shit sound like that. You feel me? That dated kind of shit. So
yeah,
I mean,
on purpose.
Yeah, some people do it on purpose, but all in all, man, I'm gonna give the brother a thumbs up. I think it's good potential there. That's like if you in NFL terms, right? Like a 4th round pick, right? You may not be a first 7, or you're not the end of the 7th, 4th round picks. You make the team. I got potential. You might be one of the best cornerbacks in the league in a couple years. So I think there's a lot of potential there. I want to hear more of the shit. And like I always throw the disclaimer, it's kind of hard to judge people off one listen anyway, but I'm going thumbs up. I liked it better than I hated it. So yeah, I'm thumbs up. So you made it, man. 3 out of 2. You won. So you got the mostly thumbs up.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. It gets the people going.
Yeah, so we appreciate you. Listen, I'm not sure I should have asked you about the time difference between Singapore in the US. So my brother probably knocked out. It's probably like 3 a.m. now. But I'm gonna pull up your Instagram. So always tell people if you like what you hear, even if you don't like what you hear. We always about give people their fair shake, right? It's hard to judge people off one song, like I said. So make sure y'all go and check out his discography, his catalog. I think he just released something this year. I know he had a project that released last year. He got the whole like the mysterious ass fucking Instagram page, but 3,000 followers though, 3,619 followers, not bad for a guy who ain't even from the States doing hip-hop. You feel me? So salute to Mary Sue, sweet Mary Sue. Make sure y'all go follow the brother. And
hey bro, the hip-hop's really grabbing hold over there towards the east. Like the shit they got going on in India right now, like India's popping.
Yeah, I don't fuck with
Neither do I, but I mean, shit's going crazy. The only dude with crossover that's really done well in America is the how do you even say his name? Hunamankind. He had that crazy video last year, that Big Dogs video where he's at it's like the Indian circus and they're driving the cars around the.
Oh yeah, he was
riding
around in a circle.
Yeah, that song went crazy. He
that
killed
song
that
was
shit.
actually pretty good.
Yeah, he killed that shit. But there's a lot of other people coming out like that. The hip hop scene over there in the East right now is kind of going crazy. So cool for them.
Japan, Philippines got some. I heard some shit out the Philippines, dog. You'd be like, fuck. Almost made that shit bang of the week one time.
That fool Easy Mills he's Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like a whole project in Filipino.
Yeah, and they that's like first language for them too is English, so they be killing that shit. So make sure y'all check it out, Mary Sue, man. Appreciate you, brother. I'll reach out to you if you got the clip or not. I'll send it to you. I got you. But any last thoughts? All right. That's like my favorite segment, man. I love the DOD. I feel like that's actually like some real hip hop shit. Sometimes I don't like talking shit about some of these people who are gossipy, but the DOD is good with me, man. music producer Bangladesh. Recently went on a podcast talk about how Ludacris paid him $2,000 for the what's this song? What's Your Fantasy? The first hit. So I'll play a little bit of this and pose the question to y'all.
So I get caught in the box. My first hit was What's Your Fantasy? And that wasn't a million. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was a hit. That broke a nigga who's still here. That broke an artist. You know what I'm saying? That was like Sonny and Future. The only thing is different here is that one person is like selfish, one person is a team player. So once the team player sees the selfishness, like, I see what's going on. I'm in a basement with nobody knows. I want people to know, nigga, I had this, nigga, look at what I got, nigga. Nobody knows, it's just in a basement. I'm just down there in the basement, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I make this beat. We know each other from a mutual person. We connect like that. I give you the beat. Yeah. You rap over it. You're a voice jockey on the radio. You're on the radio. You can hit play on your song. Just as easy you can hit play. The song got a hit. It gotta be a hit. The Roc showed up. It gotta be a hit. Now you had a song with Timberland, Fat Rabbit. Before we even made What's Your Fantasy, right? It wasn't a hit. Who gave you the hit that changed your life forever? Who gave you, not Timberland, but who you respect, my idol, who you respect, sure. I gave you the hit, right? I gave you the hit.
So he goes on. I ain't gonna play the whole 5 minutes. He goes on to explain that after he was a barber, he was Ludacris' barber, and after that, Ludacris came with a check for $2,000. And the memo section said basically for production on a beat, right? And that's all he got from that song was $2,000. Didn't get any song credits or anything of that nature. And I have my thoughts later on, but just kind of in a vacuum to sum things up. A producer sells a beat for $2,000. You know, as he spoke, Ludacris was kind of an unknown, although he was on the radio. He wasn't known for the rapping. You know what I'm saying? He Bangladesh doing beats in the basement and barbering on the side, right? That song goes on to make an artist a multi-platinum mogul. Does the artist have a moral obligation to buy them out later, or is that just the price of bad business? What do y'all think?
Bro, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
if the price of drugs goes up, I'm not gonna come back and give you more money tomorrow.
I was gonna use it. I was gonna use a doughboy analogy. A doughboy analogy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal that.
Excellent.
Bad business. I mean, like the same shit, different artist, different producer, different engineer. Like, come on. Like, I mean, at that time, if you see that he has this traction, you should, even if you don't and you feel good about it, regardless of what happens, you need to set up yourself where it's like, yo, if you buy this beat from me, if you feel like you deserve a certain percentage, then you need to put that in the contract. You can't be mad that someone decided to pay you what they thought you were worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to tell them what you're worth. You let someone decide for you, they're always going to undercut you.
Yeah, and again, this is a song that came out in 1999 on Ludacris's like very first mixtape, like Out of the Trunk album. And then that song went on to go on to his like debut studio album also. But like, I'm just saying, like, that's 1999. This is before the record deal, I think. You know, that's Out of the Trunk. So $2,000, that's a pretty good price in 1999 for a beat. And mind you, this is not like Bangladesh had no career after that and made no money. He's had a great career. He's just kind of complaining about a deal he accepted. 30 years ago almost at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, what you want him to pay you forever?
It sounds like it. You wanted the fucking the checks on the regular.
Yeah, he wants points, but he didn't agree to that. So get the lawyers involved.
Yeah,
It's almost like the Dame Dash Kevin Hart shit when Dame Dash was like, "I'll put you in your first movie." It's like, so what? I'm supposed to pay you for fucking 30 fucking years, dog? Like, like everything I did after it is attributed to you. I think the funny part of the story that's not mentioned is that he did later shit with Ludacris. He did shit with Ludacris in like 2013. This is 1999 we're talking about. So if you're so salty about the $2,000 you got in 1999, what the fuck are you producing shit in 2013 for me? You know, I think something else is at play. I think some feelings are hurt. Particularly a lot of these producers, man, when they at the peak of their popularity and they're no longer, you see weird shit, man. Sunny Digital doing weird shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you seeing a lot of like weird I was the man shit going on. You know, I don't know what that is, but I think it's some more at play. But back to the original point, I agree. If you sell it for $2,000, you was good with that in 1999, you should be good with that in 2026. You feel me?
Yeah, it's make another one. You know, like if you believe in yourself and you feel that type of way about it. That's why, like, if you go on BeatStars and shit, like there's a lot of like contractually, it's like you could purchase an extended lease for this beat up until a certain amount of streams, you know, and that's how most people market their beats. It's like you ain't got to give me shit until you break 150K or whatever. But that's in that shit didn't really exist in 99. So I don't know what you expect. I mean, it'd be nice if you got people that are close to you enough to like do that on the back end after the fact, but it's cutthroat out there, bro. Like you can't expect everybody to. You provided a service, you agreed on a price, he paid you for it. The deal's over. That's it.
Well,
that's it.
Make another beat.
The more I look at it too, it's funny because he's got multiple beats on that first like mixtape album, right? So he's only complaining about the one that like blew up the biggest. Mm-hmm. He probably got paid for about $2,000 for all those beats, I would imagine, or per beat, you know. But then on the debut album, he also has a new song on there that Ludacris has with UGK. So it's like he kept putting you on. He kept giving you bags and I'm sure the price kept going up. Ludacris wasn't complaining about the price going up when you guys were homies and that was your barber. How come he's not getting? No, he just paid you, I bet, and kept putting you on and with bigger artists. And you know what I mean? It's like now, 30 years later, almost like I said, it's like now you're mad. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah, that's a mutually beneficial deal, I think, right? You became Bangladesh, he became Ludacris off that beat, right? Y'all both had to pay y'all dues. I'm sure Ludacris' business wasn't 100% right? If he never had been in the industry at that time, he probably didn't get paid what you think he got paid off that fucking song. That was on Def Jam too. We know how they get down. So it's like, bro, like, what are you salty? But that's why I say it has to be something more at play, because he kind of mentioned or he hinted that, oh, you holding this producer up to it, but I'm the one who gave you your first hit, you know. So they might have had some internal argument or something, and it's just at play. Now you're going on this podcast with the acoustics are fucking terrible. Get some padding on them walls. My God, I was hearing dude put his keys on the fucking table and shit. Old girl mic above her head and shit. Like, come on, bro. If y'all gonna do the visuals, that was like throwing me off. I'm trying to watch this podcast and I'm like, why is the mic higher than her head? But anyway, man, like, you know, that's a bad look overall. Just a bitch about a dude, and y'all both had this mutually beneficial type of deal. And bro, it's 2026. Y'all in y'all 50s, man. Let it go. What they say in the Frozen? Let it go, motherfucker. It's over. You know. Yeah, do some other. This just looks bad. I'm seeing a lot of like 50-year-olds bitching these days, and I don't like it. It's a bad look. Make sure I don't bitch when I turn 57, bro. Okay, y'all got permission to tell me to shut the fuck up, please. Okay.
Hey, you acting like that dude from that video one time.
Give me the DMX.
Guys, the logic is like logically just like say he sells him a beat. And then the song tanks his career. Like everyone's like, yo, that beat was trash. What, are you supposed to pay him back now? Like,
yeah.
what are you getting at, bro? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know, but that's all I got, man. Any last thoughts on this subject, man? All right, let's keep it moving, man. Rosenberg, man, we're gonna hit this real quick. So Hot 97 recently replaced the morning show with what's the dude name from the Bodega Boys? I can't even think of his fucking name.
Is it Jesus or is it Mero? I can't remember right now.
Mero. It's Mero.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so they replaced him with here. And then Rosenberg put out this tweet here after Noriega appeared. And I'll play this clip.
We got the one and only Noriega's in the building.
Yeah. I don't know, the first time I was here is 1997, and I was here, promoting an album called The War Report. And for me to come here, 2026, and to promote being on the run, eating for real this time, is crazy. I was excited to hear this, to be on the show, because it's the first time in a long time that New York radio sounds like New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
pow, pow, shots fired. New York radio sounds like New York. And Peter Rosenberg hops on the Twitters to bitch. Man,
Big surprise, right?
A lot of people I love, like Nori, casually dropping subtle shots like this, and it's absolutely bonkers, by golly. When it comes to New York, people get real conservative about immigration. Dad from Brooklyn moved here in 2007, married a New Yorker, Miss Hatton, no less. Bought homes in New York, had a baby with that New Yorker, did more to put on for New York underground rap than any New Yorker on the FM airwaves since K-Slay. I need a cap right there. And still got to catch these strays because I didn't go to high school in New York. And Nori lives in Miami. LOL. There you have it. First of all, how do y'all feel about this fucking how do y'all feel about this narrative right now?
First of all, this wasn't about the New York comment. This was about him losing his spot. And he had to find a way to vent somehow without sounding salty. Because I don't know if y'all been seeing the recent clips. It's like, bro, I don't know what's going on. Like, are y'all editing yourselves? But I just feel like this was a salty play, and like he's so tuned in. And why aren't you posting your own shit? You know what I'm saying? Show that you also New York if you feel like you need to prove the point.
Yeah, it's like a X. It's like a scorn X and shit. What is he doing over there? What the fuck?
Yeah. What did Hot 97 say about me?
My homie said they seen dude coming out your apartment. Yeah, this is kind of stalkerish. So I guess the narrative, right? And then Lee, you from New York? You from New York? Y'all know you from around the
Yeah, I'm one of them motherfuckers that I grew up in Brooklyn. Now I live in Jersey, so they'd be like, "Oh, well, you live in Jersey now." I'll be like, "Motherfucker, I work in New York. I literally commute there. I pay taxes there. Fuck, I'm from New York, bitch." Like I be having to remind motherfuckers. And just because my rent is a little cheaper and I get to lay my head where I don't have to come outside and get stabbed by a bum, does not take away that I'm from New York. So that's how I feel about that.
I love it. Best rant, clip it. So being from New York, right? How do you feel about the narrative that, to be from New York, you can marry into New York? So let's just say you're not from an area, you go there, you marry a person from there, you have a kid there, you fucking pay your taxes there, but you went to high school somewhere else, right? Does that give you the right to say that you're from that area? Does that give you the right to have that sauce, you feel me, of that New York mantle? What do you think about that narrative right there?
I feel like if you married someone, that doesn't really count. It's really about how I feel like it's really more so how long you've been there and how really embedded in the New York culture you are. Because, people can move anywhere and really not be embedded in their community and just be a part of where they're from. Like I lived in Pennsylvania for a year. I don't feel like I'm a part of that culture at all. And it was not Philly, it was fucking Bethlehem. Okay. Look it up.
Because I heard you say John once.
Yeah, so it was like literally by Allentown, and not even Allentown. Like Allentown at least got a little culture in the spine. But anyways, besides the point, I just feel like if you been there for some time and you've really gotten into the culture, yes. There are times though when people move, like a lot of times when I go now, you know, there's people that move from Milwaukee, no disrespect to Milwaukee, and they're like, why are things this way? It's like, well, this is New York, honey. This is the New York that you idolized and you had it on your moon board and you wanted to come here so bad. Like, look, Times Square is shit. There's bums here. You might get stabbed, you might get attacked. You know, you got to look over your shoulder and you have to have street smarts. Just because there's lights everywhere does not mean that it's not crazy over here. Shit gets crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like my peace where I'm at in Jersey. So I feel like, you know, if you marry into the culture, marry into where you're from, then yes. But if you're just like, oh yeah, I'm from Ohio, but like, whatever, I'm here for the Broadway show. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
fuck out of here, son. Fuck out of here. Yeah, I agree. Anybody else?
Yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, he's a transplant. It is what it is. It's okay. No big deal, but he's from DC. He went to college in Maryland. Like, he's a Redskins fan, or I mean, Commanders fan. Oof. I apologize. Yeah, no, I know, right?
No, as far as him, I'm just like, he don't even fuck with New York for real.
Well, it's like, I think he's maybe a Knicks fan, you know, but I mean, it's one of those, like, yeah, he's been in New York for a long time, but he's a transplant, and it's, you know, it's okay that New Yorkers want to hear other New Yorkers on the radio, you know. Not everybody will agree with that, and plenty of people like Peter. And it's also okay if other people are like, yeah, I would love to hear more New Yorkers do what Peter did, but be from my area more or whatever. That's okay, you know?
Yeah, it is the local radio for them anyway. So I feel like he could be like, you know what, respectfully, I'll let y'all have that. You know, it doesn't have to be, but look what I did for New York. Like, okay, that's great. But did you do it so you could gloat about it later? Or did you do it because you genuinely cared about it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it was your fucking job. You was the fucking radio dude in New York. What the fuck you talking about? You supposed to fucking do that.
Yeah, you get paid to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like he was just on the fucking street on the corner, just giving away beats to people or something. You didn't know, bro. Come on. Hotel, kind of a transplant. You there?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's there. It might just be a logo. It might just be an avatar. He made it longer than I thought, though. Hotep always made it 2 hours.
I could have swore I just heard him. I could have swore I just heard him clear stroke.
I don't know, that Nokia might have died, bro. But what do you think about you? Are you where you grew up or where you born at, Cam, bro?
Yeah, absolutely. Locals only, bro. I mean, I can kind of speak on it though because I'm a few hours north of the Bay. But like we call it Bay adjacent because we spend, like, if we want to get anything popping or like go like do any Flatlander shit, my bad. Flatlander shit is like what we call city folk. You city folk, you Flatlanders.
Oh shit!
We don't know these terms you speak of.
My bad. So if we want to go do Flatlander shit, we go to the Bay. So like all my cousins are in the Bay. My mom grew up in Berkeley. Like, I got a bunch of extended family in the Bay. We go down there for long shots, and like a lot of people where I'm at to get out of Flatlander culture come to the sticks where I am. There's a lot of cross-pollinating, and it's always been like that. So there's a lot of culturally it's pretty similar. So it's I don't know. I kind of look at when they talk about like marry your way into something, bro. Like,
that's weird.
I mean, as most people know, though, like I'm married into a Mexican family, and it's like I've embraced the culture so much. It's like it's pretty much my culture at this point. I don't really see. It's just second nature to me. I don't like need to make it a point or I don't know. That's when people do that. That's when I find it goofy. That's when it starts to get weird to me. You know, just
yeah.
If I'm really gonna
go ahead.
If we're really being funny, I mean, to be honest, this is fucked up to even kind of say. I'm just joking, Peter. But this is also his second wife, and I think they've only been married like 2 years. His first wife might also be from New York. I'm not, I'm just saying. It's just funny that
you don't even know her
out there.
You don't even know her.
You don't even know her yet, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why that would
it might be
a
3 years, but yeah.
To make like just like how you said it, Cam. Like I've embraced the culture. Like he said, I'm married into this. Okay, you want a cookie?
And then like to say like Nori lives in Miami and shit. It's like, bro, everybody in Miami is from somewhere else. That's not like he moved into another fucking Florida is like a state of transplants, dog. Like nobody in Florida is from Florida, right? So he wanted to go and lower his fucking rent and get a nice house and some land, and he didn't want to live in a fucking condo or 2-flat in Brooklyn, right? Okay, you know, you can't really knock somebody for that, but to see like, oh, he's from Miami, LOL. You know, he lives in Miami, LOL. Like, come on, bro. A lot of people fucking left New York. You feel? I might not
Most of
want
the celebs don't even live in the city. They live in Jersey and fucking Fort Lee and shit, you know, or the Livingston with the nice houses. They don't live in the city. They might have a little apartment in the city if they're rich enough, but half the time they're across the Hudson.
Yeah. So. Now that marrying into it like the marriage forced his hand into it. That's kind of stupid. I married a Mexican because I embraced it long before I married her. You know what I mean? Like I was already.
You were trying to marry into being a Mexican, Cam.
Well, I mean,
I see your game, dog.
I was like all my homies, all the houses, like you know, the people who kept me warm and fed, they were all Mexican. Like the family culture is something that like I didn't have, and I strive to have it. And growing up, like that's who embraced me, so I embraced them, and that it just kind of snowballed into that. You know, it wasn't like it's just how it worked out. That's just me, you know. He's a fucking cornball, dude. I don't fucking understand people.
The funny part about bringing up Nori is that it's like if you ask him, he probably would tell you he's a New Yorker. It's like he's actually proven his point, which is that Nori lives in Miami, but he claims where he was born and from. I would imagine if you ask him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
like,
not like,
Peter, you're from DC, you know.
Why he not proud to be from the DMV though? Like I thought the DMV had flavor, and every now and then there's a DMV versus New York fucking argument on it. They're like, no, you didn't come up with that kind of Chinese food from the spot. Now we had that first. Like, why don't he just rep the DMV? Nah, we was wearing Tim's first. No, like, come on.
Rep your hood, man. Rep your hood. Personally, I say where you go high school at is probably where you're from to a certain extent, bro. I think you get some your mannerisms from high school. Hold up, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. I've been
taking a nap or some shit.
Homie dozed off, bro. Bubba dozed off on the couch.
Sounded like you just woke up.
I haven't had too much to say because y'all been hitting all the points. But like, I ain't never heard of marrying into a city's culture. Like marrying into like a whole, like you married somebody and now you embrace their Mexican culture. That's one thing. But if I marry a girl from Phoenix, that don't mean I'm from Phoenix now. Like when did we start doing that?
That's true.
Like, I've been in Arizona for 3 years now. I'm not from here. Yeah. Everybody who meet me is like, "Oh no, you're not from here. Where are you from?"
Yeah.
So no, wherever your formative years, where you spent your formative years, that's where you from.
Yeah, I think D had a good point. Like that 11 to like 17 age range, like when you're really like trying to figure out who you are, you know, because really like by the time you graduate high school, like as far as like personality and shit, that shit's pretty much set in stone, bro. Like you're really not influenced that much more generally after, like you learn a lot more and you change, of course, over time. But as far as like your mannerisms and how you speak and, you know, how you interact with people, that shit's pretty much formulated in that from like after you graduate 8th grade until you finish high school.
Right. Now you can be influential. You can move somewhere else and be influential and build that place up and stuff like that. You get credit for that for sure. But yeah, where you went to high school at, and if you ever counted any military brats, yo, it's always funny to count like those people who parents were military, so they went from town to town and shit, and they just picked like one city where they like embrace it, right? It's normally where they went to high school at, like that's but you'd be like, you know, I still fuck with them sometimes. You know, you from San Antonio, get the fuck out of here. But with high school in Baltimore, you from San Antonio, shut the fuck up. But that
Baltimore accent's crazy.
But yeah, when your formative years is where you're from to me. So this is stupid. I just think Rosenberg is hurt. I don't know if Laura what's the name of that bullshit? At Laura.
Oh man, such a bad.
Ebro,
It's
Laura.
Ebro, Laura, and Rosenberg. I think.
Whatever the fuck that shit is. I'm not sure if it's making moves like they can make moves. I'm sure they still love that power that came from being on the actual radio at a major syndicated station. So it don't hit the same. And I think you're just seeing a little saltiness. You know, you'll be all right, man. You're on WWE, dog. You'll be straight. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and head to the under the algorithm. We're running a little over. So if you guys are prepared, I know I'm skipping ahead a little bit on y'all, so I apologize, but y'all got them phones in y'all hand. I see y'all looking at them right motherfucking now. So if you got
I got you. I actually been waiting for this one.
On artists, let the people know. Let them know.
You know, since Jack Harlow wanted to be all silly and shit with R&B, I actually have an R&B pick, y'all. All right, I'm gonna give y'all somebody to tap into if you feel kind of conflicted about Jack, like how I do, right? Or Crack Harlow, as some may call him. But
that's what they call me because I'm actually dope.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, Jack, that name's taken. You can't take that one. And if you want to, you heard it here first. So this guy, he actually was on Baby Keem's project, and that's what made me tap into. He was on the song Dramatic Girl, which wasn't really my like favorite song. It was one of like the songs that I had lower, but his name is Shay. I hope I'm not saying his last name wrong, but it's like Crew, and he dropped this single called Imagine that I'm listening to. He also dropped a project late 2025 called Love Life. So I was like, okay, let me see what's going on in the R&B world. And you know, Shay did pretty well on Dramatic Girl. It's like an alternate kind of vibe if you like that, that Baby Keem did. But I will say, as far as Shay, he has a promising career based off of what I've been hearing.
Awesome. Who's next?
I got an R&B pick too. That's funny that Lee went that angle because I had the same idea. So everybody here is familiar. Our first guest of all time was the homie G Samuels. He's like one of the best songwriters that I know personally. He makes really, really dope R&B music. One of his homies, his name's Cam Della, Kamdela. He's one of his boys that he writes music with, and dude is super talented. How both of them are still like under the radar like this is kind of baffles me, because like when you listen to like the sound quality and the way that they like orchestrate their songs, like they got it. It's only a matter of time as long as they like keep it consistent. So shout out to G Samuels. He's got some new music out that he dropped a little bit ago. He never misses. Everything he puts out is super funky. And then his homie Kamdela, go check out Kamdela and just look forward to anything that they're going to be putting out in the near future, because they are amazing songwriters.
Dope, very dope. Clip that. And if you're surprised, it's kind of weird I'm saying clip that. StreamYard has a new feature, so if I say clip that, it clips it automatically, so I ain't got to sit here hours and clip that shit. Next up, who's next?
All right, can y'all? Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Momo Boyd. She's decent right now. She just put out this project or this song called Strong, and I've been wearing it out. I don't see myself listening to it by next week because I've been playing it like 10 times in a row every day. So I'm gonna give her. She's sleeping on. She slept on right now. She just got a feature on that Baby Keem album, and she was only on there for like 13 seconds or so. But she's next. She's next up.
Okay, Momo Boyd, remember that.
Greasy Pink, that's another one. She's a British artist.
Okay, the obscure international artist. I see your game now. I see what you're trying to do. You trying to marry into being British, Hotep? I see what the fuck you.
Absolutely.
Next up. Who next, yo?
All right, I think it's just me last. I'm gonna shout out my guy Python P. He's one of the rising star producers from 2025. Last year, he put out an album called Born with a bunch of dope West Coast features on it. Because again, he's the producer, so he's not rapping on here. The song I'm gonna point out is Salt Lab with Mick Jenkins. But that album has a bunch of great tracks, and I'm almost positive that Python and Mick Jenkins are working on an album together that's going to come out later this year. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, so check that out, Salt Lab by Python P.
Python P Solid. Got you. I got a guy, artist. He's in Houston by way of Chicago. Actually going to R&B shit. He sent us a track over called Fool for Love. So it's a brother out of Houston by way of Chicago. Got a new R&B track coming out, Fool for Love. They're doing a big press run for that. I listened to it. It's pretty decent, pretty dope. So make sure y'all check that out. Once again, Low Smooth, L.O. Smooth, Fool for Love. I think they just released that shit like a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. So run it up if you like it. Good R&B. Kind of we all on the same level with the R&B. And shout out to Mary Sue. He responded. He said he appreciates our honest feedback. It was fire. So we appreciate you, homeboy. Keep making music, man. That was dope. So of course, last minute we do what we do. All my people here are great creators, creative people in their own right with their own platforms, doing their own shit as well, which makes this platform very dope. The meeting of the minds, some Voltron shit. So I'm gonna toss it over to Crack first. Crack, Harlow, what you got, dog?
It's menoforder.com/CashishCam. It's CashishCam 530 on every platform. Check out Men of Order. We got workouts and holistic, natural, herbal supplementation to help you stay big and strong and protect the people you love.
Herbal supplementation. I like it. Let me hold on. I forgot to find the yeah ho. You gotta wait like 5 seconds because I gotta find it. There you go. Yeah ho. Appreciate you, brother. Lee, what you working on?
All right. Me and Obi got a collab review coming up, so y'all stay tuned for that. I'm getting my shit together, aka my equipment, so I could, actually record me ranting for almost 2 hours, maybe a little under, but more to come soon on that end. For now, stay tuned on the socials. I'm always active there. I'm always chatting to y'all. Y'all could DM me if you think something I post is crazy or you want to talk about something.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, because if you come incorrect, you know what I'm saying, I will definitely either block you or come back incorrect. Because sometimes I don't got no sense either.
I appreciate you, man. Take that, yeah ho. And I see y'all collabing without me doing things on the side and what. I'm like Frank White. I want in.
Now we coming. Listen, I'm gonna be writing something for the website too real soon. I just gotta get myself centered.
Send a tax man your way, but I appreciate you.
Y'all gonna get a little video out of me soon coming.
Hey, all right, who we got? The man of Mystic. What you working on, Hotep, dog? Some big major shit. I already know, brother. I'm so proud of you, Hotep. 2 hours and 7 minutes, dog.
Hey man. It's a new year. It's a new me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I just finally downloaded that TikTok, so that's what I've been on here recently. I'm trying to figure out exactly what direction I'm gonna go with that.
I'm about to roast this dude.
Oh,
download TikTok in fucking 24. Hey, yo, what years we in, dog?
We in 2026. I was like, man, no, somebody
Silas.
Nah, my homeboy.
You know that shit ain't gonna last long if you go out on your sword like you normally do. You're gonna have to reel it in a little bit, dog.
I mean, I'm trying to get monetized. My homeboy showed me how much money he makes like a month just TikTok, and I was like, oh, I gotta get in on that. I ain't gonna need a lot of you.
It ain't the Bird app, dog. You can't be doing what you do on the TikToks.
Yeah, no, TikTok is definitely different. That's more of a public thing. I'm gonna take that a little bit more serious. But we're gonna talk about, just spiritual things. We're gonna talk about like the Martin Luther King, Jeffrey Epstein connection and shit like that. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it, kosher.
There we go. Take you, yeah, man. I appreciate it. Always insightful, dog. Obi, what you working on?
Oh man, well, first of all, I gotta just apologize to everybody because I had a couple of technical difficulties. My computer messed up, and then after that, I didn't realize my microphone was in the wrong one, so I think I was coughing here and there, and I didn't mean to. And yeah, you guys just gotta let me know. Hey, man, you just let me know in the future. So I apologize to all my co-hosts for coughing, and me. So what am I doing? That collab with Lee. Me and Cam are going to do a collab soon. I just now decided. We haven't talked about it at all. Let's do it. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get more.
We share enough albums back and forth. We might as well.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm trying to just branch out and do different things. And I'm still just brainstorming on how to be better, do better, dropping reviews. So that's all. Come visit the website.
Best reviewer on the interwebs, bro. And it's not even.
He don't like when you say that though.
Daily with it.
None of that's true. No,
y'all. I wake up
close,
on the East Coast and Obi already got a post. I said, "Damn, Obi, it's like 2-3 hours earlier where you at. How do you schedule post them? But then it'd be an odd time, and I'm like, bruh, he up on the East Coast hours, y'all. Y'all don't understand.
I do plan it out so that I know the time span across and I'm trying to drop shit at different times for different people, or not for different people, but so everybody. If you wake up in the morning, I want there to be something for somebody, right? That's lame. That's lame as shit to be like, oh, it doesn't pop out till 10, 11, 12 o'clock for me. No, that's not fun. Nobody likes that. And I'm up. So whatever. I'll just drop it.
Proving my point, Bubba. Take your flowers.
Take your flowers in this year. We appreciate you, Obi, dog. And if any of y'all blow up in the next 10 to 20 years and become major millionaires, I'm on my Bangladesh shit. Y'all need to throw me a bag for bringing all of these people together in harmony and stuff of that nature. I don't care if it's 30 years from now. I want my bag. You heard? Bangladesh showed me the way.
He said it now. It's on this clip. We got it.
Clip 2K for D.
There we go.
Yeah, clip that.
But that's all I got, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. I am very humble, very, very astounded, very just happy to be here, man. Y'all some dope people. Y'all keep me motivated. Little do y'all know to keep working, man. And I'm gonna keep pushing, bro. We're gonna keep pushing this platform to the stratosphere, and we always gonna push everybody your individual things. Make sure y'all check out Dale doing his anime nerd shit over there, whatever he got going on. You feel me? Because everybody is working here. You feel me? That's all I got. We appreciate all 104 of y'all. Make sure y'all take y'all asses over to the YouTube and drop a comment and share and talk shit. I don't care what you do. Just put a fucking comment in there so we can keep growing and the algorithm can like us a little bit, right? But that's all I got, man. So on behalf of everybody here, on behalf of the staff, on behalf of all the hardworking people behind the scenes, I got to say, peace. Let's get the fuck out of here.